Hey guys, it's Woody the Unexceptional Gamer, and one of my hackers is going to jail. So the purpose of this video is not to gloat. That's really not what we're going for here. As a matter of fact, between all my hackers, he's my favorite one. And let me tell you the story. So I first quote unquote met Cosmo the day after Christmas. It was a hard Christmas for us. My father-in-law had died a few months earlier, and it was the first time I had been back to the house. And, there were all these reminders of him, like his old shoes next to the front door, just like right where he had left them were still right there. And then of course it was Christmas without him, and we had seen him every year at Christmas for 16 years or something. So anyway, that was my Christmas. And then on December 26th, my friend started writing me and saying, like, Woody, are you drunk? Did someone steal your gamer tag? What's going on? Because, quote unquote, I had been sending messages that I wouldn't normally send, things with lots of bad words in it, advertisements for websites. I'm not even sure all the things that, I sent, but my gamer tag had been stolen. They took over Woody's gamer tag on Xbox. If you're curious about how they did it, Cosmo was I want to say a super liar, right? Everybody tells little lies now and then, but Cosmo had a gift for it. And what he did in this case was, I had already been doxxed, so they knew my name and address. And then they took that name and address and they called Netflix, and they got them to give out my credit card number. And then by them giving out my credit card number, they were able to, well, the last 4 digits or something, they were able to use that to go to Microsoft and verify that they were me. Hey, my name is Woody. I live right here. This is my credit card number, and I need to change my Xbox Live password. So they did it for him. And now all of a sudden, like, it's not my password anymore. So I did manage to get that back. Actually, Team Gamertag came through. Step 2 at the time had a Twitter account, and he was like the top security guy at Microsoft. And you guys helped me get his attention, and in a day or two, he personally fixed my account for me. So that was great. Since then, Step 2's retired, so don't fuss at him again. But I appreciate you guys coming through for me, and Step 2 coming through for me, because I got the account back in a few days. But I talked to Cosmo. The account told me to reach out to them and over AOL. Like, I think they changed my profile to be like, Woody, this is my AOL ID. Talk to me. So I did, and I felt a little bit like a kidnap victim. Like and if you don't know, like what I've read and I've heard on TV and such, is that if you're a kidnap victim, one of the things you're supposed to do is like personalize yourself so that they start to see you as a human being just like them, little reference there, instead of a piece of meat or a target or the prize or whatever it is they see you as when they decided to kidnap you. So I just, I was extra polite to them, even though they had just hurt me. And I was like, guys, congratulations. It looks like you did it. Where do we go from here? Is there something I did to you that, maybe I can explain? I didn't know. Is there, something like, what motivated you to hurt me like this? And, for Cosmo, I don't remember what he said, but his little partner in crime said, your breath smells like cum. Great. Like, I don't even know where to go from there. Like, what did I do? Why are you doing this to me? Well, Woody, your breath smells like cum. That's the issue we have with you. And that I don't even know where to go from there with that. So anyway, I worked with Cosmo for a little while, and then Cosmo started to become like kind of sort of my friend. And I say kind of sort of because I was always scared of him. It was like having a friend in the mafia. He even said that he was giving me protection. He's like, the reason you're not getting hacked by other people is that you're under my wing. I've told them not to hack you anymore, and I'm protecting. And if they try to do anything to you, then I will get them. And it was like, for me, like, on one hand, like, thank you for the protection. On the other hand, I would rather not be in the game at all. Like in the mafia, they refer to people who aren't in the mob as like citizens. That's what I want to be. I just want to be a citizen who's not even playing this game with you guys. But there I was, under Cosmo's protection, and that was that. And it turns out, like I don't know if it's related or not, but if you look at the timing, as Painkiller already started getting DDoSed all the time, that was when Cosmo first started getting in trouble with the law. So maybe it was him preventing it from happening earlier. Could be. So Cosmo did other stuff than just hack me. He put some credit cards online. There's an article in the description of this video that that describes all the stuff he did, and he's a social engineer. I want to call him a liar in the nice way, like in a skilled way. Like he's, I don't know. Like there might be a position for him in government somewhere, or like negotiating treaties or something. I don't know, but he says things that make him seem believable, even at 15, 16 years old. I've never heard his voice, by the way. He was able to trick people into thinking, that he was a Netflix employee, that he was an AT&T employee, that he did all this stuff. He had skills. He has skills. But now it looks like he's going to jail. He is guilty of a bunch of big-time federal crimes. And you might say to yourself, hey, at 15, 16 years old, can he really go to jail? Yeah, that's what juvy's for. That's exactly what happens. They take you and they put you in jail, and then you get older. I don't know when he'll get out, but it'll be someday. Maybe they'll transfer him to regular jail at 18. I don't know how this works, but I do know that it kind of sucks that I don't know what to say. Like, he got busted. He's guilty. He caused a lot of people a lot of pain. He attacked businesses, which to me is somehow a bigger deal than like hackers hacking each other. He's been swatted and he's swatted. Swatting, if you don't know, is when they send like this specially armed group of policemen to your house under the threat of, under the idea that somebody there needs police action right away. Like in my case, when they swatted me, they said I was killing my wife and kids and stuff like that, and they wanted them to break down the door and cause a ruckus. So he's been on both sides of that. Bomb threats. He had all kinds of bad behavior, and all of it was sort of like online, not real person behavior, but it's real enough now, and he's going to jail. So if you have a few minutes, I'll link the article about him in the description. I think you guys will like it. If you're a hacker now, then, stop before this becomes you, because you won't like it. So, Tac Tuesday comes. All right, if you're still here, perhaps I've earned your like. On the right, win a vacation of a lifetime. If you guys saw that already, you might think the entry age is 16, but based on your feedback, they lowered it to 14. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can click on that video and check it out. It's actually a pretty cool thing. On the left, Mail Monday, Drunken Tales, Dancing with a Woody, and College Relationships. It was pretty funny. I think you guys will like it. They open in separate windows. And subscribe in the top right. Have a good day.